Hi, this is Dr. Doug Willen, and this video is about 10 tips to get a better night's sleep. So we're going to start right away with plan it. Now, think about this. When a baby, if you're ever taking care of a baby, if you ever had a baby, know a baby, was a baby, babies thrive on schedule. When they're sleeping in their correct routine, they're thriving, they're growing, they're happy. And then, did you ever notice if you take a baby on vacation or go to visit relatives and the baby gets out of its normal schedule pattern of when it should sleep, when it should eat, when it should go to the bathroom, it gets all upset. It's not in its routine and it's not sleeping well, it's not thriving, it's not as happy as it could be. And we are no different from that baby that we once were. We thrive on schedule with sleeping, with eating, with exercise, with self-care. And a lot of us, as we become adults, we really throw that notion out the window. Now, if you can start to reclaim some of the planet phase where you're turning the lights off at the same time every night, you're trying to, within give or take 30 to 60 minutes, go to bed at the same time, wake up at the same time. Even on weekends, maybe you can stay up an hour later, but don't stay up 3-4 hours later or you'll be constantly jet lagged. Planning it will get your body back into a rhythm that even at the age of 40, 50, 60, 70 years old, you'll start to get into this really a biorhythm of where your body is at an optimal setting, and that's because you planned it and you're scheduling it. Let's go to the next one. The next one is shake it. Now, what I mean by that is if you're sedentary and that's been your way of life for a while, if you start to get some more exercise, it could be a walk after dinner, it could be putting on some music and dancing in your home, it could be a light motion. Even if you're in a wheelchair, you could flap your arms, you could take TheraBands and start to work out. But anything that you can do to move that body, to shake that body, is going to make a big difference. And especially if you do any of these ideas for 21 days in a row, you'll start to see a real difference where just that movement will set yourself up for a better night's sleep. Eat it. Now, what you eat and what you don't eat will make a difference. If you're the type of person that gets an upset stomach from eating spicy foods, make sure you're not eating that way, especially your last meal. A lot of people have dinner and then just before they go to bed, they have a big bowl of sugar like ice cream because they feel that they need to do that. And that's going to upset your sleep. It's going to affect your blood sugar level while you sleep. You might fall asleep, but then you wake up and you're wondering why you're up and you can't get back to sleep. The foods that you eat, especially, I talk a lot about in my earlier videos when I first started this YouTube channel, but the three whites, the white flour, white sugar, and dairy, foods that create difficult time digesting in the body, make it also difficult to sleep, because then your body, when it should be turning into a parasympathetic mode of your nervous system, when your body is recovering, recuperating, recharging, you're still in that fight or flight mode because you got too much energy going through your body. You want to make your last meal of the day a lighter meal if possible, and you also want to watch out that you're not eating too many refined carbohydrates, unnatural ingredients, and foods that really don't have a balancing effect in your body. Let's go on. So smoke it. If you're a smoker, it's not going to help you get a good night's sleep. So if you do smoke, smoke less in the evening, not more. I'm not endorsing smoking at all, but I'm just saying smoking will affect a good night's sleep. Drink it. A lot of people feel they need that hot toddy before they go to bed. They want to have a little shot of something, a little alcohol. They feel that that will wind them down, and they use that as a sedative. In a way, it's their own sleeping pill, as they have their cocktail at night. They're a little sedative. But in fact, although you might fall asleep a little easier because of the depressant of the alcohol, it also affects your blood sugar level, and you probably will not sleep through the night because of it. So it's really not a good idea. and it's not all it's cracked up to be. Play it. And I have a question mark here, because we shouldn't be playing on our devices just before we go to bed. You should turn off the TV, you should put down the social media, you should put your phone down, you should stop texting, you should get off all electronic equipment if you're serious about breaking an insomnia type of habit in your life or cycle in your life, and slowing down, getting off the grid, stop playing with all the gadgets is going to make a big difference. So think about that. If you're really serious about correcting your sleep, then get off the grid 30 minutes before you plan on going to bed. Hog it. What does that mean? Well, a lot of people are sleeping with their pets and their children, or both. So if you're the type of person that sleeps with a pet, I've seen studies that show that you'll have up to 50% less quality of a good night's sleep sleeping with a pet, because that pet hogs up some of the room. And with children, it could be up to 80%, because we allow our children to get into bed with us when they're not sleeping well or where they're scared. And even though it takes some effort to get them back in bed or to train them to sleep in their own bed, it's going to make a world of difference on how you feel and the quality of sleep that you get and how your overall health is. Chill it. Getting your room a little colder, not warmer, usually will enhance your quality of sleep. So lowering it a degree or two, I would rather see you have a little bit of a chillier room with an extra blanket than a warmer room, and you'll find, and test this for a week, you're going to find that you're going to sleep better. Black it. Black it means get that room dark. A lot of times we have too much light coming into the room. You really want to make it into a sleep cave. So put a little effort into blackening that room, blocking out light. A lot of times all the little gadgets in your room, like the clock with the red flashing numbers, little green dots on all your stereo equipment in your room. Your TV might have a stereo bar connected to it with a green light. And you could literally take a little piece of black electric tape and cover all those little green lights and red lights that are on all the different gadgets and make that room real dark. Try it out. See if you see a difference. Focus it. So you need to focus on your sleep overall. There's so many different things that you could do. You want to get yourself into a place. You might want to try some meditation apps. You might want to try to focus on the goal of sleeping better. There's the schedule, there's the eating well, and everything that you put into this, you'll start to see real results. It takes a few weeks to make a change, but once you do, you will see a big difference. I'd like you to leave any comments that you have, or if you've tried it and see a change, what worked for you, so that we can share it with each other as a community. But focusing on your goal and making it a goal to sleep better is a lot better than being a victim and saying, I don't know why it's happening to me. I just sleep bad all the time. Well, you probably could sleep better. And even if you could change your game 10%, we'll have a return on that investment exponentially. So sleeping an extra hour a night or sleeping with a better quality of sleep, 10% improvement, will have a much more than a 10% overall lift in your well-being, your health potential, and the quality of your life. So thank you for tuning in today. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I put up videos like this that give you health tip ideas. And I also make a sleep formula. So I love it. It's my formula. It's something I worked on for years. And I have a little more information in the description below. Thanks for checking it out. Thanks.